Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Just wanted to come to you and do another one of our little weekend chats. I've got another good one today, I hope. I hope you guys will enjoy it. It's another one from this magazine that I used last week, Light of Consciousness. Really digging this issue. Like I said, this was a special issue of meditation and spiritual practices. So yeah, I've got another good one that I hope you will enjoy today, and this one is about where the answers lie, the secret of concentration. I do videos every day, so if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you would click on the subscribe button, hit the little bell, and check send notifications so you will stay subscribed to the channel. Yeah, this is a good one right here. This is a satsang by Swami Amar Jyoti. And let's just jump into it. Once you become perfectly quiet and settled within, your concentration is complete. Then you can achieve everything. It takes time to quiet the mind. We sometimes feel as if noise and quiet are two different things, but if the mind is peaceful and settled inside, outer noises will not disturb you. So noise is a state of mind. We can be in any situation and still remain quiet inside. Once you achieve this inner silence, even if you are very busy working the whole day, you can maintain that relaxed state. This is what is achieved through meditation, yoga, and other practices. Once you become perfectly quiet and settled within, your concentration is complete. Then you can achieve anything. Many have applied this in work and various accomplishments, but the main purpose for concentration is to attain inner wisdom. Today we often think that to be busy and hectic means we are really living. Actually, this is a sign of dissipation and distraction. Therefore, we do not achieve much, even if we want to. The secret of success is concentration, but concentration cannot be achieved if the mind is disturbed, restless, or agitated. That inner silence is golden. It gives you whatever success you want, including worldly success if that is your desire. Once you have achieved concentration, any question, secret, or innermost mystery will be revealed to you. You will be able to understand how to solve any problem, whether outer or inner. Often we become confused and cannot see how to resolve a given situation. This is all due to the mind's restlessness. If you were concentrated, you would see the answer right away and follow that. If you apply concentration spiritually, that is the best way, because then your inner consciousness will awaken. That does not mean material success should suffer. We can extend this point and say that God is maintaining this entire creation with perfect concentration. Imagine if God would be disturbed, all the galaxies would fall apart. They are all standing because of his perfect concentration. We call this samyang in Sanskrit, which means concentration that is pinpointed and perfected. Whatever you experience at home, at work, in the world, or in a monastery, if you have concentration, you will never feel problems or confusion. Not only so, but this will also help you physically. Illnesses will slowly evaporate. It is our distracted, emotional, imbalanced mind that creates diseases. So concentration helps physically, psychologically, and spiritually. Yoga, meditation, prayer, reading, study, satsang, and other practices also help us to be wholesome, to be what we are inside, our real wealth. To open this up, concentration is necessary. Some practice concentration as an art, which is okay, but I always say that before practicing concentration, first bring your mind and heart to a peaceful state so your practice is not disturbed. If your mind and heart have achieved relative quiet and relaxation, then your concentration will abide. There are many ways to develop concentration. Some repeat the holy name of God, or a mantra. Some concentrate on a candle flame. Some choose an image such as a lotus, or an idea such as peace, love, or freedom. Some use religious symbols or sounds. Some worship an aspect or image of God as their focus. It depends upon your temperament. Once you choose a focus of concentration, stand by it. If you go on changing it, your concentration will never develop. You have to have one focus. The example has been given that if you want to dig a well, if you dig shallow holes in 50 places, you will not get water. You have to dig deeply in one spot. It has to be one center of concentration, staying on one path, whatever the ups and downs. That is the way to success. It does take years to achieve, but it's worth it. We take years even to graduate from school or college. Once you attain deep concentration, your consciousness begins to open. You attain peace, joy, freedom, love, and wisdom, way beyond most human beings. In the scriptures, it is written that meditation brings you to silence. But if you are truly meditating, then inside you are very awake. Your stillness within is dynamic, vibrant. Actually, this inner balance of the mind is the meaning of yoga, to have concentration and still be very active. For this, we have to train the mind. There are many paths and religions, and they all teach us how to awaken in order to experience joy and happiness. First, we need to understand what disturbs the body and mind, to analyze and self-reflect in order to see our distractions, and then try to avoid them. In each and everything, therefore, life becomes conscious rather than just instinctive. If you are instinctive, you are unconscious and led away, a victim of circumstance. Life as a yogi means it is in your hands. You are the destiny maker. Instinctive life is fine for animals and birds. Their survival instinct draws them to eat when they are hungry, drink when they are thirsty, and sleep when they are tired. As human beings, we have a conscious faculty awaiting to be awakened. When that is done, you are aware. You are supreme. Not as God is supreme, but in the sense that you can direct the details of your life. Life becomes your destiny, and you are happy with it. This all comes when you are a conscious being. To be conscious first requires pinpointed concentration. Let us say that you are looking at a paper on a wall at a distance and you are unable to read it. But when you pinpoint your gaze, like looking through a keyhole, you can read it. This is the way the aperture of your consciousness focuses. When you concentrate completely on any aspect or situation in life, the truth is simply revealed. That is called revelation, which is also wisdom. This faculty is within us, but since it is closed up, we are unconscious. Therefore, we begin to think. When we begin to think, we are trying to know. But to know is to reveal, not to think. When you concentrate and focus, your faculty of reflection opens up. That is knowing rather than understanding, which comes from thinking. Concentration is for everyone, not just holy people or ascetics or yogis. The more you practice concentration, the more your life will become bountiful. Abundance just comes to you. I'm not trying to teach you how to get more health, wealth, or talents, but those can also be achieved by deep concentration. Though if misused, it will recoil back on you. Concentration is like a sword, sharp on both edges. If you misuse it, it will strike you back. However, if used properly, it makes you prosper in everything. Anything you aspire to, you can achieve. That is the secret of concentration. In ancient times, to avoid the misuse of concentration, sages or wise ones advised aspirants to first clean the mind and heart of all dross. That would take many years and much patience, during which the master was purifying them. But in those days, they had a lot of time and patience. Nowadays, we have watches and are habituated to calculating time. Patience is much less. If you have to wait for an hour, you get very anxious. I still feel that patience is very necessary before concentration or inner wealth begins to open up. Our minds and hearts have to be thoroughly cleaned so that impurities do not trouble us later on. These little talks seem to kind of find me. I was just thinking a couple of weeks ago, when I was getting ready for a weekend talk, I was thinking one, and I had like a working title go about the answers. All the answers are in the silence, or answers are in the quiet. Very similar to this, but I don't know, it wasn't flowing, it wasn't coming to me. And then I bought this magazine, and I read this one, and I said, well, that's just perfect right there, this one on concentration. I was thinking in a little bit different direction, but he put it really well and put it really succinctly there. I'm finding a lot of this, as I'm getting further into my meditation practice. I'm at a little over 6 months now, coming up on 7 here pretty soon. I'm finding those things, and I'm finding, and like I say, when I do my meditation, I don't do it with judgment, like, ooh, this was a good session, how much did I progress, or, oh, this was a bad session. But I do observe and I do notice as I drop more and more into the quiet, like really where the mind is starting to, after a while the mind starts slowing down and really stilling itself. And when you can get that mind still, it's almost freaky how things come. Answers, solutions to problems, things maybe you have thought about before, just and they always perplexed you, or you couldn't figure out some sort of a resolution, and all of a sudden things become crystal clear. I crave that, and I need work on this. Because I have not quite mastered that yet, how to block it out. I mean, sometimes I think it's just as easy. I just want to make it easy. I just want to get back to a mountain somewhere, or I want to get somewhere where there's no outer noise. But, mostly that's not reality. So the next best thing we can do is work with finding that inner quiet, that inner silence, that inner peace within ourselves, so that we can take it wherever we go, and then we don't have to be dependent on what's happening outside, and then we're not, upset or pulled out of our happy place when circumstances aren't exactly what they want us to be. But anyhow, like I say, I enjoy doing these little weekend talks, and they're not like to be heavy-handed. You got to meditate, because so many people come to something new and then they're just, like almost religious converts, and they want to throw it on you. But I tell you what, I'm taking so much out of this inner journey, my meditation practice, just this kind of study of the inward life. So anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. And I'll be back. I should be, when you're seeing this, I should be coming back from New York tomorrow, Sunday. I usually put this out at Saturday night, so I'll be coming back tomorrow. I'll be catching up on comments and stuff, and back to business as usual. So y'all have a great day, and love you. Peace.